Is MMT here, no matter if we're ready for it or not?
Yeah, this is, I think, the other thing that investors are starting to get their heads around, and they're recognizing that it is a new era in the U.S. economy. The $2 trillion stimulus package can only be financed by the Fed cranking up its balance sheet and printing another few $1 trillion over the next 12 months. That means that whether they say it or not, the President, Congress, and Fed Chairman Powell have joined AOC and her compatriots on the far left by embracing modern monetary theory, the notion that endless stimulus spending can be financed by printing the money, provided that the inflation rate stays low. What that essentially does is it gives an unlimited checkbook to Congress and the President to stimulate the economy. They've made it clear they'll spend whatever it takes to get this economy back on its feet. The Fed has made it clear they will print whatever it takes to finance that spending, and I think you're foolish to bet against them. They don't fight the Fed. When the Fed is willing to finance endless stimulus spending, ultimately that stimulus spending will be effective and the economy is going to recover. Then the markets will have to deal with the extra $3 trillion floating in the system.
Yeah, Michael, that's my next point. With this great big rolling ball of money, we are just setting up for the mother of all asset bubbles?
Well, let's remember that bubbles are fun to ride on the way up, but we should note, go back. I think what the President, Congress, and Fed Chairman Powell are drawing comfort from is everybody expected bubbles and inflation 12 years ago during the financial crisis when the Fed printed a lot of money. It didn't happen, so now they're very reassured that it will never happen. Well, actually, 12 years ago, as much as the Fed was printing, the shadow bank was collapsing, the shadow bank system, and it was unprinting a lot of what the Fed was shoving into the economy. That is not going to happen now. We are explicitly forbidding foreclosures and the other kinds of things that would cause a contraction in private credit. So the whole $3 trillion the Fed's going to print is going to wind up in financial markets. I think it creates a real prospect for too much money chasing too few assets, and I think that will be fun as the bubble inflates. You just need an exit strategy.